Okay, so I'm in my new space, in my new home, and I am setting a major goal. I'm always setting these crazy goals for myself, and even if I underachieve, I'm always very thankful for what I have, learned and you know, what I have created. And I'd love to share everything with you all because, especially as our world has gone extremely dark, which is something we talked about in 2010. If you go way back to my videos and saw the predictions that I've done way back in the past about our world, if we don't share a lot of love and all that, what's going to happen. I'm always quoting Tomorrowland, which apparently nobody's seen. So I want to invite you on this crazy journey that I have, and I'm just going to be sharing just little tidbits of how I'm creating this. I don't want to promise that I'm going to post every day, but I will keep you engaged within this 30 days of me co-creating something that I want to share with you all. So I have finally written a few books. Amazon KDP has really sucked for me. They have been, all these platforms keep changing their algorithm, and they work less for, us kind of stay at home people, side gigs, the small workers, whatever you want to call us. Because I feel like they make money advertising. Advertising is a big thing. So today, if you're not advertising your content, you're not really getting a lot of traction. And when you have like a small channel, especially that I'm testing my ideas and what I've learned. But I want to share with you first, before I get deep into everything that I'm going to be giving you all, my personal experience is my goal for this is it's I'm making $30,000 in 30 days, right? So this is everything that I do. This is not just the book. This is not, no, this is like all the little side hustles, the little things that I do to generate income. And so AI is a big thing. Claude generated this for me, and I want to share it with you all. Now, I also want to say you want to use AI as a friend, as a researcher. You don't want AI to do all the work for you. And I feel like this is the big problem that people are having when they hear things like, oh, AI is making millionaires overnight and doing all these things. And I'm sure that, they're writing books and doing stuff for individuals, and but again, I'm testing different strategies. And for me, it's very important that myself, my human self, stays in my work, my voice. And I know people inject their voices into AI, and I'm not talking about physically what you hear of my voice. I'm talking about AI could literally take your notes and your ideas and the way that you speak and engage and just create for you, which is great to a certain extent. But I also fear that a lot of people will lose their creativity because they will constantly be only using AI, right? So what I want to share with you is how I personally I'm using AI to help me co-create the profits that I desire in a way that I'm super involved, but that also takes away like the hard work. Because one of the main things that I had issues with was would just take me hours was just research. The great thing, and this is what I use AI for, is to be able to say, okay, I want to know about this story, I want to know about this fact and goal. Of course, I still go into there. I still have millions of books everywhere where I could sit down and read, and because you don't want to just use AI. Is what I'm getting at. You want to be authentic and be yourself and just not lose yourself to the artificial intelligence. And I feel like that's where people are getting lost today. So I'm going to be utilizing it for the prompts, for the ideas, of course, for the advertising, for the things that I really cannot do. Like I suck at advertising. So I suck at SEO. I suck at marketing. Those are just areas that I have no real strong momentum in, and that's what the AI will be. It's like a virtual assistant. And it's super funny because even before I utilize virtual assistants to do this. You could go back and see I would, pay people on Fiverr, which was also a hit or miss because sometimes you would find somebody on Fiverr and they would be great. And sometimes you would find somebody that was just scamming you and not really doing the work, right? So AI is a little more because they don't, they're not there to make money. Even if you do pay a monthly subscription to them, again, it's artificial, right? So I want to just share with you kind of this journey, especially because think about it, I'm 51. And maybe you're, starting a business, or you want to, just shift your own business or whatever it is you're doing. Because remember, I started a new business in 2024. I shifted from my spiritual business into a more crafty lifestyle and crafty business. And I also got a 9 to 5 because my crafty business was not giving me the money or streaming in the money that I was making before with my spiritual business. So now so in many ways I did start over, but we always start over because that was like when I started my orchid business and when I did my gift basket business. And, we're always doing a lot of different things. We are rolling with the waves. We're ebb and flow. So I just want to share with you how I'm planning everything out. And AI wrote this for me because at the end, I'm going to share this in a book. I want to share this in a book with you all, which will have like a workbook area so you could engage and so you could do your own goal of whatever it is that you want to co-create, whatever it is you want to make at the end of the month. And you don't have to do it 30 days. And a lot of my past classes, I always do things like, 90 days, 60 days, because sometimes we need a little more time, especially if you have 9 to 5s or you have small children at home. You want to give yourself the proper time. So my 30-day challenge could be your 60-day or 90-day or 120 days. And know that it's fine and it's right for you. And pick a number that you're comfortable with. I always say pick a number that you've made before. So it's something feasible because you've done it before. Or if you want to dare yourself and just kind of think outside the box, or push yourself because you feel like I could really do this. The whole thing is that you just want to believe that you could achieve. That's the main thing. So here, this is my creativity meets my spirituality and co-creation of the outcome and the goal and intention and desire that I want. And I want to involve you all, of course, on this fun journey. And we will be doing a lot of funness. It's my spiritual world meets my crafty world. And you are all invited on this voyage. All of this is absolutely free because it's here in front of you. You get to participate and engage in. You could feel free to add your comments or your questions. And if you want a copy, your own copy, I will create it and link it below if that's something that you want, or I could add it to my stand store. This is a great way for us to just, especially with everything that's going on, I feel like my main reason to do this is, of course, because I need it myself, for things that I want to do and create and everything, but also because I feel like the world is at a place, especially when I talk to a lot of you, where people are just really suffocated because they don't have enough for groceries, for gas, and then they're like working extra hours and they're tired, especially when you're like, you get to be in your 50s and you're like, yeah, no, this is not working. I want to go back to my nice, and I'm a very relaxed person. I like to do things at a slow pace. My husband's go, 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 go. I'm not like that. I like to plan out. I like to organize a little bit at a time. Even when I do go to my 9 to 5, it's a 4 or 5, 6 hour shift max. I don't overdo it. My time is more precious than anything in the world. So I want to always find my tranquility and my peace and now even especially when I do stuff like this makes me really happy because I'm journaling, I'm planning, I'm planning some more. I have here the goals that I have for this, challenge, this journey. And being able to do this and share with you all makes me super happy. My launch day is August 1st. So, of course, I'm sharing this with you all a couple days before. So for you that want to engage and participate, this is a great way for you to do your own 30-day challenge, your own 30-day journey. Like, what is it that you want to see at the end of those 30 days? Of course, I'm using profitability because this is what I want, the money that I want to make. But there's also another goal that I have in there that hasn't, at the end, it will assume equal, more money. But it is not about money. It's more about me wanting to take my books into to a next level. Is something that I've always wanted, and I've never really pushed myself to do it. I feel like I never really, how do I say, I guess I would have to share the goal with you, which I will, but I don't want to give you too much. I want to create these videos short, and you know me, I love to talk and I love to share. So welcome in this journey. If you want to participate, just comment below and we will all be engaging. I'll try to do some lives, see where we are all at, and see what you all need to start your own journey. You'll have a blessed day.